Barry Nussbaum with the American Truth Project, spending a few minutes today with Simcha Saleh of the Israeli Air Force Center. She's going to tell us what the center does for the Israeli Air Force and how that impacts us here in the United States. We are here in Los Angeles with Simcha Saleh, who is the head of the Israeli Air Force Foundation Center in Israel, here to meet with local supporters and people that have their love of Israel with their love of the United States. Thanks for being with us. Tell us what it is you do and why it is that you do that.
We are making sure that and ensure that Israel's next generations will be no less determined, no less responsible of taking care of the country in every way or mean that they can. We are instilling character and leadership in the Israeli younger generation to bring them back to the hardcore Israeli Zionist values and morals that inspired me when I grew up in Israel. And we are doing it in an unexceptional partnership with the Israeli Air Force. The Israeli Air Force actually came forward and offered a partnership with the Air Force Center, which is a brainchild of veterans of the Israeli Air Force, and we are serving Israel's next generation. We are investing in youth, knowing that that is the greatest asset of the state of Israel and the Jewish people around the world, with people who understand the meaning and the purpose of living in Israel, of investing in Israel, of serving the state of Israel, and sacrificing what it takes to make sure that Israel is there for the entire Jewish people around the world.
Well said. So how does the center help those goals?
We have actually revived a youth movement that used to be very popular during the 50s until the early 80s. It is called in Hebrew Gadna Avir, and we call it in English IF Youth Corps. And all of the Air Force commanders, including the current one, Major General Amir Eshel, are graduates of that youth movement, who taught them aviation, who taught them space, who taught them science, who brought technology, as much as technology was advanced at those times. And actually, I would like to mention that Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu was a member of that youth movement in Jerusalem. We have brought it back into life, adjusting it into the needs of the youth of the 21st century. All the activity is taking place at the Air Force Center. It's a 2 years youth leadership training program that they come and learn about the history of the IDF, the vision and mission of IDF and the IF, the Israeli Air Force. They learn about missions and stories that are coming still alive from the veterans, who are their mentors, who are their leaders. We have the entire youth corps movement and the unit based at the Air Force Center in Israel. This is the contribution of the Air Force, soldiers and officers who are the trainers, who are the teachers, and we have from the rank of general to the rank of lieutenant who are coming also and teaching the younger generation at the center from the age of 14 to the age of 17. The 2 years of training culminates in a boot camp, 4 days boot camp in one of the Air Force bases, where they actually learn to become soldiers. You see the transformation is an amazing transformation.
What are the ages of these children?
When they graduate, they are 16 and a half, 17. They get to wear uniform for 4 days. They learn how to stand in line and salute. They practice. They have even the renowned commando unit of the Air Force came forward and volunteered to give them 1 day of field training. We called it the Shaldag. That is the Air Force Commando Unit, the Search and Rescue Commando Unit. And they get to do practice from Krav Maga to shooting to crawling on the and disguise and camouflage and also they get to glide.
Mm.
We put emphasis on challenge communities. Out of the 4,000 kids who are now part of this program, Youth Leadership Training Program, from 22 communities around the country, more than half are coming from challenge communities.
Within Israel.
Communities within Israel, communities mostly from the south and the north, where they don't feel that they are part of the mainstream society of Israel. They don't feel that they have the responsibility even to serve. There are youth in Israel who are questioning the need to serve today.
Wow. So for someone in the United States that wants to help Israel and the Air Force, how does their support from the United States most directly impact what's going on in Israel? Through what you do.
The Youth Leadership Training Program is the program that we started almost 6 years ago with 60 youth. In order to become a national and to be able to provide this program for the entire youth of the ages 14 to 17, we need funds. We are funding, the Air Force is contributing the facilities, the soldiers, the officers. The Ministry of Defense is supporting the program. The Ministry of Education is providing funds to cover the insurance of the gliding course, which is that they go through boot camp. We've got to give them the experience of a flight. Some of them never been in an aeroplane, especially those who are coming from the deprived or challenged communities. They never seen the state of Israel from above, and this is their chance. The transformation that you can make is, as that first lieutenant who was among the first 60 who began this program and just graduated as a fighter pilot.
Wow, what a story.
When he came, I'm not to mention his name, Lieutenant B, we should call him Lieutenant B. When he came, he never even thought that he had a chance to go to the Israeli Air Force. He said he will do a military service, this or that kind of military service, let alone going into the flight academy. When he graduated at the age of 17, the only thing that drove him is to get there. He got so motivated, so inspired. We have 2 more air cadets at the flight academy who are graduates of this program. And you know what? I want to wish success to Nathan Solomon. Nathan Solomon is 16 and a half years old. He immigrated to Israel from Ethiopia. Nathan Solomon, at the age of 14 and a half, had a police record already. He was thrown into the street and was caught by the police. According to the law, you are not able to go to military service if you have a police record. The program reached his school, and he decided that this is his only chance, because as wild as he was, not going to school, not studying, the only thing he wanted was to serve and to become a soldier. Why? He remembers as a very small boy that big aeroplane who lifted them up from the desert in Sudan and brought them from Ethiopia to the state of Israel. He graduated after 2 years, just now, a month ago, with honors.
Okay, so why as Americans, Simcha, do we want to invest in the Israeli Air Force Center?
Because your investment is investing in Israel's future and ensuring Israel's future and security by helping us to instill character and leadership and help grow the next generation of leaders that will maintain Israel and that will make sure that you and I, when we retire, we have a strong, no less strong country and a nation in the state of Israel within the Middle East.
Perfect. Thank you, Simcha.
Thank you so much.